Greetings from nature. One of the first days of spring. As you can see, there's no one around me. And as I was walking through the forest with my wife, I realized that true peace is a state that is much easier achieved in nature. Why is that? Because most people live in such an inorganic structure, surrounded by concrete and asphalt and everything that separates them from nature, and thus separates them from their own nature. Which means they have no idea who they are, they have no idea how to live in nature, they have no idea how to live with nature. And that is why most people either destroy or trash nature to this day, because they have no appreciation for themselves. And how can you appreciate fresh air and leaves and trees and even the annoying bugs? They also serve their purpose, otherwise they wouldn't exist. But in order to truly live peacefully, you have to connect with nature. And in order to connect with your nature, you have to connect with nature. As every path begins on the outside, you begin by changing your external environment so that your internal environment can change, as within, so without. And so there's really no... When I look at people choosing to go to big cities, and have been doing so for many, many decades now, and I used to live in big cities because I actually liked it for a while, but people moving to big cities that they then can't afford accommodation in, to then have jobs that pay more money, which then goes into the accommodation and the increased cost of living, it just all makes absolutely no sense. And it really ultimately is a death sentence, because the more extreme cases of this, I've lived in Saigon, Vietnam. There's Delhi, there's Jakarta, there's many examples. Places with a lot of pollution. Pollution exists because people are not clean, and people have a lot of exhaust fumes because their thoughts, their feelings, their emotional field, their auric field is completely polluted. And in order to truly live organically and peacefully, live in nature.